Honorary alumnus, Sharon Smolik. Sharon Smolik has been a member of the St. Rita family since her days as Sharon Kilmartin at St. Rita Grammar School. Her father, John Kilmartin, coached football at St. Rita Grammar School with St. Rita Hall of Fame coaches Jack Quinn and Gene Schaller. He also coached at St. Rita High School under legendary coach Pat Cronin. Her brother, John Kilmartin, is a 1981 St. Rita grad. She is married to Scott Smolik, who graduated from St. Rita in 1986 and currently coaches sophomore football for the Mustangs. Her two sons, Scott from the class of 2010 and Jimmy from the class of 2015, also attended St. Rita. She has worked as an assistant director of admissions at St. Rita for the past 7 years. Honorary alumnus, Brother Joe Ruiz, OSA. Brother Joe Ruiz, for the past 5 years, has been making connections with St. Rita students both inside the classroom and out, as a member of the theology department, as well as a member of the campus ministry team. His caring nature has made him one of the most popular members of the St. Rita faculty amongst the student body. He has spearheaded many charitable initiatives at St. Rita, benefiting both the St. Rita community as well as the community at large. He is someone the students both love and respect for his honest and selfless approach to his job at St. Rita. Loyalty Award, Mike Bubash, class of 1970. Mike Bubash graduated from St. Rita in 1970, where he played football for legendary coach Pat Cronin. He was followed to St. Rita by his two brothers, Steve from the class of 72 and Dan from the class of 75. His three sons, Mike, class of 94, Tony, class of 96, and Timmy, class of 98, all followed in their father's footsteps, graduating from St. Rita as well. He coached baseball at St. Rita from the freshman to the varsity level from 1990 through 1998. Today, he and his wife of 45 years, Nancy, continue to be great supporters of St. Rita. Athletic Award, the 2010 Hockey State Championship Team. Led by St. Rita Hall of Fame head coach Craig Ferguson, the 2010 Mustangs captured their first state championship since 1982 with a thrilling 3-1 win over Loyola Gold in front of over 7,000 fans at the United Center. On the way to winning the state championship, the team clinched their third consecutive Kennedy Cup with a 2-game sweep over Fenwick. The 2010 team was led by senior captains Hank Capuch and Joe McDonald, juniors Alex Roman and Mike Tasanchek, and senior goalie Sean Garrich, who was named state championship game MVP. Athletic Award, Tim Angston, class of 1995. Tim Angston graduated from St. Rita in 1995. He is son of St. Rita Hall of Fame coach, the late Jim Angston. Timmy started linebacker for the Mustangs, starting for 3 years on the varsity, earning All-Catholic League, All-Area, and All-State honors. He helped lead the 1994 team to the state semifinals against Palatine before losing a heartbreaker in OT at Doyle Stadium. Tim earned a scholarship to Illinois State University, where he was a 4-year letter winner for the Redbirds. Hall of Fame, Norb Glasskey, class of 1960. Norb Glasskey graduated from St. Rita in 1960. He dedicated over 40 years of his life to St. Rita as a math teacher. During his time at St. Rita, he filled many roles, including as bingo chairman for several years, as well as the Mustangs bowling coach. He was revered by his students for over 4 decades, making connections with them inside of the classroom as well as out. Norb passed away in January 2020, but he'll always be remembered by everyone in the St. Rita community as a good man. Hall of Fame, Bob Slender, class of 1964. Bob Slender graduated from St. Rita in 1964, where he was a member of the Mustangs' first ever hockey team. He returned to St. Rita in 1974 as a business teacher and assistant hockey coach, and he helped lead the Mustangs to their first ever Kennedy Cup championship in 1975. He also spent 2 seasons as St. Rita's head hockey coach in 1976 and 1977. He helped to initiate the St. Rita Hockey Booster Club along with Harold Sheedy and Ray Perillo. He returned to St. Rita in 1992 as business manager, And he was the Jim Miziora Scholarship Fund chairman from 2003 to 2009. His two sons, Jeff from the class of 1987 and Jason from the class of 1989, both played and coached hockey at St. Rita. Hall of Fame, Bob Jillik, class of 1972. Bob Jillik graduated from St. Rita in 1972. He starred on Hall of Fame coach Pat Cronin's 1970 and 1971 back-to-back Prep Bowl champion teams as a defensive back, including collecting 2 interceptions in the 1970 Prep Bowl win over Lane Tech. He earned a football scholarship to Ball State University, where he graduated with a criminal justice degree in 1976. Bob was an assistant freshman football coach at St. Rita from 2006 to 2014. His two sons, Mike from the class of 1997 and Dan from the class of 2007, both played football and baseball for the Mustangs. And Dan was captain of the 2006 Class 7A state championship football team. Hall of Fame, Greg Cozy, class of 1972. Greg Cozy graduated from St. Rita in 1972. Greg starred in track and football for the Mustangs, and he was a member of the 1970 and 71 back-to-back Prep Bowl champion teams. He earned a football scholarship to Northern Michigan University, where he was a member of the 1975 Division II National Championship team. He is also a member of the Northern Michigan Hall of Fame. He is a 30-year member of the St. Rita Valentine's Dinner Dance Committee, including acting as past chairman. He and his wife Colleen were recognized as Couple of the Year at the VDD in 2004. His son Peter played baseball and graduated from St. Rita in 2013. Hall of Fame, John Bach, class of 1975. John Bach graduated from St. Rita in 1975. He was a 3-year member of the varsity baseball and basketball teams for the Mustangs. He went on to Illinois Benedictine College, where he played both baseball and football for the Eagles. He started his coaching career as a graduate assistant at Lewis University. He eventually became the head basketball coach at Weber High School, where he led the Red Horde to 2 CCL championships, 4 regional titles, and a sectional championship. He then landed his dream job as head basketball coach at St. Rita, where in 2003 he led the Mustangs to their first CCL championship since 1970. He also earned 2 regional championships during his tenure at St. Rita. In his career, he is a 3-time Tony Lawless Award winner as top coach in the Catholic League. He was elected to the Illinois Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame in 2015 and the Catholic League Hall of Fame in 2019. Hall of Fame, Steve Schaller, class of 1983. Steve Schaller graduated from St. Rita in 1983. He played football for the Mustangs and continued his career at the University of Jamestown in North Dakota. He joins his father, legendary coach Gene Schaller, as only the 3rd father-son duo to be named to the St. Rita Hall of Fame. Steve is a member of the St. Rita Board of Directors and was honored as the Man of the Year at the St. Rita Alumni Banquet in 2014. He and his wife Carrie were also recognized as the VDD Couple of the Year in 2015. Steve has 2 brothers, Mike from the class of 1985 and Dan from the class of 1991, who also attended St. Rita. Hall of Fame, Nick Morlis, class of 1988. Nick Morlis graduated from St. Rita in 1988. He received his A.B. in Engineering Sciences from Dartmouth College and a B.E. from Dartmouth's Thayer School. He also holds a Ph.D. in Electrical Engineering from Stanford University, where he was the John B. Simpson Biomedical Innovation Technology Fellow in the inaugural year of Stanford's Biodesign Fellowship Program. Nick is Senior Director, New Ventures at Johnson & Johnson Innovation, California. Previously, he served as Park's Director of Global Healthcare Innovation and as the Xerox Innovation Group's Healthcare Program Manager. Hall of Fame, Matt Kingsbury, class of 1990. Matt Kingsbury graduated from St. Rita in 1990. He was a 3-year starter at linebacker for the Mustangs, where he earned All-Catholic, All-Area, and All-State honors his senior season as St. Rita finished the regular season 9-0, winning the Catholic League South title. He earned a scholarship to Purdue University and was a 4-year letter winner for the Boilermakers, including being named captain his senior season in 1994. He was preceded at St. Rita by his brothers Brian, class of 1974, Tom, class of 1977, and Mike, class of 1979. He has spent 23 years at the Chicago Board of Trade and Chicago Board of Options Exchange. Hall of Fame, Mike Kafka, class of 2005. Mike Kafka graduated from St. Rita in 2005. He was a star football and baseball player for the Mustangs. He earned a scholarship to play quarterback at Northwestern University, where he was named second-team All-Big Ten in 2009. During his Northwestern career, he threw for over 4,000 yards and rushed for nearly 1,000 yards. He was chosen in the 2010 NFL Draft in the 4th round by the Philadelphia Eagles, and he spent 5 seasons in the league with several teams. He started his coaching career in 2016 as a graduate assistant at Northwestern and was then hired by his former NFL coach Andy Reid to join the staff of the Kansas City Chiefs. In 2019, as the Chiefs' quarterbacks coach, he helped Patrick Mahomes win the NFL MVP award, and he helped lead the Chiefs to their first ever Super Bowl title in 2020. Man of the Year, Joe Lackney, class of 1964. Joe Lackney graduated from St. Rita in 1964. He, along with his father, Joe Sr., are members of the St. Rita Hall of Fame, making them one of only 3 father-son duos to share that illustrious honor. Joe has contributed to St. Rita in countless ways throughout the years without any fanfare. He is selfless in his dedication to St. Rita, having served as film director for the St. Rita football and basketball programs for over 40 years. These days, retired from his job at Christ Hospital, you can find Joe at football practice every day, filming for the Mustangs, and has played a huge role in the success of the program through the years, as he has been recognized over and over by coaches in the Catholic League as the best in the business.